Welcome inside the Hall of Fame. I'm Booker T, six-time world champ, two-time Hall of Famer. Got my man Brad Gilmore here with me. Hey, this not a picture-in-picture or anything. We're actually here. What's going on? Out there in the chat, man. We appreciate everybody coming in. I know we just got started. Everybody, beginning to creep inside the chat. But we here, man, and we ready to talk about what's going on inside the world of professional wrestling as well as MMA, boxing. We talk about a little bit of everything here inside the Hall of Fame. Brad, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, Buck. I'm excited to be here live and in person. I don't know the last time that we did this,
Been a
but
minute.
we're here at the hallowed grounds of the World Gym Arena.
Yeah.
Getting ready. We're working on some other stuff, but also getting ready for this Saturday, July 10th. We got our big reality wrestling show taping here in Texas City. So I'm excited.
10,000 Emmett F. Lowry Expressway, guys. If you're looking for some tickets, just call 281-993-5321. I haven't done that in a while, so I want to throw that out there. Don't call looking for some free tickets, WWE or anything. I'm talking about tickets for reality of wrestling going down.
And those aren't free either.
Those aren't free. I'm upcharging. I got some for you, and they're gonna be about $300. No nosebleed. But yeah, man. I got to talk about something, man. I got to talk about something. Some news came out. I was looking at on the internet. I appreciate when my stuff get picked up, and it's something I wanted to talk about this week, just because it was relevant to what we was talking about last week as far as Fandango.
Okay.
The guys that got released, and Fandango's name came up. I said that Fandango's name, not name, but his gimmick was tailor made to get over, with the dancing whatnot. I said the same thing about Elias. I said, man, this Taylor, because I think about guys really playing into what their makeup is. For Fandango, Fred Astaire. It was the perfect blueprint. Come out there and be the best dancer you possibly can. Be able to incorporate those moves into your wrestling as well. Elias, same thing. I'm thinking about Elias being able to sell out a concert. Or not just sell out a concert. Just say, for instance, you got to pay extra if you want to watch the Elias concert after the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking about being a dual star. I'm thinking about how I'm not just old school. I'm a hybrid of what wrestling is today as well. Just because I got students, I gotta, teach these young guys. I can't just teach them what we did back in the day and expect for them to get over. Okay, don't ever fly. All right, don't do none of that. That's not gonna work for them.
It wouldn't do too well in today's economy.
Exactly. So I gotta understand, the balance in between. And sometimes when people talk like I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, fine. It's cool. I dig it. But I was sitting at home just last night, and I was watching NXT, and man, I got a chance to see Hit Row Records come out and do their thing, and I'd seen them do their thing before. But this time it was like a celebration. It was like a party. It was like a concert. And not only was it like a concert, it was like a real concert. Now, take all of that away and just let Isaiah Swerve Scott go out and do his thing. Let AJ Top Dollar Francis go out and do his thing. Brandy do her Adonis. Let Adonis go out and do his thing separately. None of it is going to be as good as what I saw last night. I don't know how long Isaiah Swerve Scott been in WWE, 2-3 years now.
Something like that, yeah.
And I didn't think about Isaiah until he went out last night. And man, I thought this brother was, mystical or somebody. The way he was spitting his lyrics, man. I was like, wow, man. Top Dollar threw down Adonis. He got in the mix. Brandy, man, she was totally suave and had every. I tell you, man, it's not just about wrestling anymore. Someone made the comparison. Well, I think that disproves Booker's theory because the honky tonk man couldn't do anything. It was a different time back
Right.
then.
Yeah.
It was a different time. Even when Jeff Jarrett was willing to guitar, But I do remember Jeff Jarrett's highlight moment was when he did the song with Double J.
Yeah.
That was the biggest
My
thing.
Baby Tonight.
It's that. I mean, that was hot.
It
That
was a
was
great song.
well. It was over,
It was over.
and people wanted to see that just as much as they wanted to see Jeff Jarrett at
Yeah.
that time. So, I think my theory on this is right. And last night on NXT, Top Dollar, he went out there and proved my theory being 100%. Now, Top Dollar, AJ Francis, this dude's a real rapper.
Yeah.
Before the Bad Bunny song came out, AJ wrote a song about me.
Yeah.
All right, and we got it right here.
We do.
Well, let's play it. Let's
Gonna
play.
play
Let's play
it?
the
Okay.
song, man. Play the song. I mean, let the world hear this beat, man, because it's hot.
All right, here we go. This is AJ Francis, Booker T. Here, let me start it over.
There it is. Check it out.
Yeah, I'm sitting here with Booker T, and I'm hotter than the Harlem Heat. Real cheese, no talk is cheap. So I'ma show you how it's done while I spin the Rooney on the beat. Yeah, see that man from H-Town, so lay down before Stevie Ray slide on you like a playground. Listen, brother, stay down. Big dogs like greyhounds and real kings like Booker don't care about what you say, clown. Them youngins move how they see I go. War baby out the hood, call me G.I. Bro. Big whips, Lord have mercy, Largo. I need a queen like Charmella and Key Largo. And I need it right now, man, I mean pronto. Thick hips, 5'4", in a beach condo. N-I-C, oops, I mean honcho. Yeah, I'm gonna rage on, I don't mean Rondo. I'm the best rapper out, entertaining y'all. Still think you should've be Hunter at WrestleMania. But I leave that alone for once, cause I ain't really out here trying to mess my money up.
Yeah.
Homie, do you dig my rhymes, or do I gotta spit it 5 times? 5 times.
Ah.
5 times. 5 times.
Ah.
5 times. You know I shine.
Uh-huh. See what I'm saying is
That was pretty good.
That was dope. And the best
I gotta admit, that was pretty good.
now I'm gonna tell you it was dope. And the best guys, the best performers, they're not that far from who they actually really are. And right there, AJ Francis, like I say, that was before Bad Bunny.
What was your favorite line in that one?
Charmel. I think the
Charmel?
Charmel line. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It was sweet. Yeah, yeah.
What do you say? 5'4" thick hips in a beach condo,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
I like it.
I think she's 5'6" though, but
5'6".
to make it sound good, you gotta say 5'4".
5'4".
Yeah, in a beach condo.
That's true. You got to make it rhyme. That's got a little bounce.
No, man.
sounds better than
But
six.
no, those guys, they performed. Now they go out and perform in the ring. Okay, that's just a bonus.
Yeah.
It's a bonus for me. But I know these guys, I look at Hit Row Records as a group that could actually go anywhere they wanted to go outside of the wrestling business. And that today with social media is so important.
Yeah, I mean they're adding a slash to their name, right? Like wrestler slash.
Tell me this. Did you know Isaiah Swerve was that talented?
I did not know. I did not know he could lay it down like that.
I mean, do that give
Even Top Dollar over there.
Top Dollar? I mean, he's good, but he just came on the scene.
Yeah.
Did you know Isaiah Swerve Scott
I did not.
was a full entertainer like he is? And the thing is, I had heard about Isaiah doing his rap thing. I had heard about him being off into the music thing.
Yeah.
But for it to be highlighted like this is exactly what I'm talking about.
And this was NXT's Great American Bash. So this wasn't just a normal episode, right? This was a big time show.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys out there got a chance to see it, but I see somebody right there go head roll. That's that's what I'm talking about. Them boys bad, man, and I think they are the future of what the business, is going to be, viewed as, going forward. Like I say, I'm not just old school. I'm a hybrid. I like what these young guys are doing today, and with the rap game. And we had Master P and his group came in back in the day. John Cena, he did the rap thing for a second. He never really took it on the road or anything like that. And we've never had anyone in this business that was a worker that has gotten the rap game over as a crossover perspective in this business.
We came close to one.
Who's that?
The Macho Man.
Who
you?
Bill Man Hogan. Bill Man Oak. Hey guys, stick around. We're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute.
This is Booker T World Gym Arena in Texas City, the home to the Reality of Wrestling Training Center. It's a 20,000 square foot facility with more than 50 full-time students and wrestlers from around the world. Inside the World Gym Arena sits a 9,000 square foot venue set up for weekly shows.
From on top, 1-2 moonsault!
Where our students showcase their skills in front of a live audience.
What he's done here is awesome. He's created opportunity, and he's creating great talent, as you guys well know.
In the back, a full weight room.
6 up!
Complete with state-of-the-art equipment and personal trainers.
There you go. 2 more.
A full staff and office personnel.
One more.
Running the day-to-day operation. We have interview sets for TV production, promo classes, quarterly combines. We evaluate progression and team building. Referees, commentators, ring announcers, and live television production. At the World Gym Arena, we don't just teach you how to become a professional wrestler, but an elite sports entertainer. This is Reality of Wrestling.
Shoop! Welcome back inside the Hall of Fame, man. A lot of news going on in the world.
True.
Professional wrestling. Of course, one of the highlights this week, Jimmy Uso in trouble again, got arrested for DUI, DWI, one of them.
I think it's DUI in Florida.
I think he got out of jail on Sunday morning or something like that.
And a
Monday
$500
morning.
bond.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Those are my guys. You know, Jimmy and Jay, they had their, and that's why I got to talk about it, because those are my guys.
Right.
And I've talked to Jimmy about, you know, things like this. And, you know, sometimes you get a chance to redeem yourself, and you either redeem yourself or you don't. Is this a sad day for me? You're damn right it is. Just because I didn't see this coming at all. And I just hope we can, you know, find a way to get my boy to a better place more than anything, because there again, I did not see this coming, and it messes me up just as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's super unfortunate, right? It's super unfortunate. And, you know, according to the news article I'm reading from the WFLA website, that's the News Channel 8 in Pensacola, you know, this is the fourth occasion of this happening, fourth run-in with a DUI. It's past the point of acknowledging that there's a problem. There's an obvious problem going on, and whatever help he can have, or whatever help can be set up for him needs to be. I think that right now it just sucks because he just came, and I know it's not about like the television shows, more than that, but it sucks that he just came back to TV.
Yeah.
He just came back to TV. He was just in the main event, I think, on Friday night on SmackDown, and they're just about to start going back out on the road, and this happens right before then, you know.
Yeah.
And it really to me also, I mean, I guess in some ways, thankfully, I mean, this shouldn't have happened at all, but thankfully it happened when they were still in a localized Thunderdome, right, and not driving 300 miles from town to town or whatever. Because then who knows what could have happened at that point.
Yeah, just my thing is, like you say, intervention have to be looked into with something like this. I think of Jimmy when I see him. I swear, man, I think of him as one of my kids. I really do. And to see this happening right now, like you say, it's not about, for me, it's not about the wrestling or anything like that. It's not about, you know, how much money somebody can make, how famous someone could be or anything like that, because if your life is all screwed up, don't any of that matter anyway. You're not going to be able to sustain it if your life is all screwed up anyway. So I just reach out to me, man. Talk to me. I'll definitely try to guide you in the right way. Like I say, for me, it's just a sad occasion to see my young lad in this position right here, because I know what it's like not having people trust you. That's what I'm thinking about right now. Not having people trust you, and for me, when I came home out of prison, no one was supposed to trust me. All right, no one was. I was supposed to gain that trust all over again. I was to redeem myself with anyone who thought that I was untrustworthy, and I think I did that. And the thing is, I don't think I would have gotten too many chances to do that if I would have screwed it up. So I just say, bruh, get yourself together. Life's too short.
Yeah, I mean, do you think it's bigger than the wrestling business right now? Like, I mean, obviously we look at it as a fan, or I do. It's like, oh man, I want more Jimmy and Jay on the show. The Usos back together with Roman, right? I mean, I'm thinking about that stuff, but this is way bigger than that. I mean, his focus shouldn't be on wrestling right now.
No, I mean, it can't be. It really can't. One thing they say about alcohol, until you admit it, nobody else can help you.
Right.
And I honestly believe that to be true. Until you find it within yourself to say, I'm an alcoholic, and it's whatever I'm going through ain't nobody's fault but mine. There again, gaining trust, redeeming yourself. He's got a lot of redeeming to do. He's got a lot of trust to that he's gonna have to gain from people all over again, and show people that he is a changed person. But like I say, it's sad to see him in this position. It's not the first time we've seen wrestlers go through this, or entertainers. Robert Downey Jr. I mean, the best of them go through this, but it's about picking yourself up and coming up out of it. The best of them do that as well.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling for Jimmy Uso to definitely pull himself up out of this and get himself back on track.
Yeah, it's just, again, it's one of those unfortunate situations, and like you said, hopefully he can pull himself up. And he's got, look, that the Samoan family, that's a strong unit.
Yeah,
They're a strong unit, so he's got a lot of family he can look to as well, and hopefully his cousins, his brothers, his uncles, his
they're gonna
folks.
be whooping his ass.
Well, you know what? Maybe that might help.
I'm gonna tell you right
That
now,
might help.
He don't want to go home.
No.
I'm gonna tell you that, and that's the women in the house.
They're the ones gonna be kicking his ass.
I'm serious. I'm serious. I remember Cool telling me, even though I know he's Tongan, I remember he told me his wife hit him upside the head with a frying pan. So that right there let you know, man.
He's tough.
They tough, man.
They're tough. The women are tough, and he's tough too. And again, we just wanted, we're laughing now, but just hopefully he gets the help and he kicks the, because it's a disease, right?
Yeah, it is.
Like alcoholism or any kind of
Drugs.
addiction. Drugs it's a disease.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, and it's hard to break those. I mean, you have to cure yourself of it. It's not like, I just I stop. You gotta find a cure.
I tell you,
gotta
man,
work toward it.
I'll tell you, my brother right now, he started smoking cigarettes like, I don't know, maybe 3 months ago.
He stopped?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he told me last time we were together, yeah, he ain't had a cigarette in 120 days and 8 hours.
Surprised he didn't give you minutes and seconds. 14 minutes and 37, 38, 39.
He's like, man, it's still haunting me. It's still calling me. You know what I mean? So,
But it's real. That's real, though. That's a real
No,
thing
man,
that
I
people
know
go
it,
through on a
man.
daily basis. I remember Eddie Guerrero doing an interview one time, and he talked to, because he had his issues with alcohol,
Yeah.
self-admittedly, and other things. And he said, I never said I'm not going to drink alcohol ever again.
Yeah.
He said I'm not going to drink alcohol today.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I tell myself every single day. Right?
Yeah.
Just get through the day.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's one of those things you got to battle through.
They're strong, man. That urge is strong, man.
Super strong.
I was looking at the movie Flight.
Denzel.
Yeah, and
Good
man,
one.
that movie is so powerful and so strong, and Denzel played that role like so good. He embodied what it meant to actually have to go through that, and then to finally get to the point in his life to where he's lied so much where he say I just could not tell one more lie. And just that moment in the movie, Charmel, every time she see it, she starts crying. She have to walk away, but such a powerful moment. Definitely can get something from it.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah. And thankfully though he's safe, right? He didn't hurt anybody, didn't hurt himself.
Yeah.
He's off the road. He's at home, hopefully resting and recuperating.
Every time I hit that ring, man, I hit my ring.
You hit it hard. You hit it hard. Also, speaking of reality wrestling, just so we're on the news, just also want to give our condolences to the family of Adrian Jones, right, who was a reality wrestling original, the original guy who sat next to Booker on commentary.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Adrian started, day one of our shows, and he did so many things around reality wrestling. So definitely, want to say we're gonna miss him. My condolences definitely go to his family and his wife and kids.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
My favorite Adrian Jones line of all time on commentary, he was talking about your brother Stevie Ray. Do you remember what he called him?
What?
He said, "There goes Stevie Ray. He's a riverboat gambler."
I didn't say he was that. I didn't say he was great on commentary. But
I love that line. He's a riverboat gambler.
we had to start somewhere, man. We had to
Rest in
definitely
peace.
get our feet wet. But definitely, like Brad said, we also got a show coming up this weekend. Reality wrestling is going down. I got a new show that's going to be coming out also here in the next week. You guys are definitely going to want to tune into it. We're going to post a graphic on YouTube, letting everyone know when to tune in. So, guys, keep your eye out. It's going to be something special. It's going to be something new. Because and the thing is, it's old. What's old is new again. That's the way I'm looking at this thing right here. And I need you guys to check it out and hang out with me on a weekly. This show is going to be presented to you on Reality Wrestling YouTube channel. Guys, also want to thank all the YouTube subscribers. We are less than 6,000 subscribers away from 500K. I appreciate that. I wish I had the button I could push right now. You know what I mean? But I want to thank all you guys for making that happen. And we got a lot of content coming for you over these next few months. But stick around, guys. You're in the Hall of Fame. We'll be back in a minute.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. Putting the most impressive tag team the reality of wrestling has ever seen at the #1 spot. A tag team that was scouted and assembled by Booker T himself, crowned themselves as tag team champions on 2 different occasions, but the most impressive of them all is definitely their first championship win. Months prior to their win, Fly Def would attempt to dethrone the 3-time tag team champions Heavenly Bodies, but an injury to Warren Johnson's knee would be enough for the Bodies to keep the gold. After months of trying to earn another shot at the Kings, Fly Def would get that opportunity, and they didn't let it go. It was almost like deja vu when Warren Johnson would again injure his knee after a chop block from Dustin, but this time, he would not let it be the final blow. Fighting through the pain, and through an amazing display of heart from Zach Mason, who actually managed to be the only person to kick out of the pearly gates, Fly Def would finally capture their first ever tag team gold, which sent the World Gym Arena into a frenzy, unrivaled by almost the entire roster as their conquest finally came to an end. This win would catapult Fly Def into the tag team stratosphere for nearly 2 years in reality of wrestling, and become household names amongst the roster currently. What did you think of our list? Do you think we missed someone that should have been on this list? Let us know in the comments below, and we would love to hear from you, Ro Nation. Until next time, this has been Kirby Carry-On of Reality of Wrestling. We will see you on the next Top 5 list here on YouTube.
Shoop! We back, man. UFC 264 going down T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor 3.
The trilogy.
The trilogy. And the thing is, man, I like it. Okay, first of all, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not, I'm not gonna watch the fight or anything like that. I'm gonna watch it. Am I that excited about this fight? Not really. I'm really not that excited about it. And the reason why I'm not that excited about it is because I felt like something should have happened between the trilogy. I don't think we've had enough time in between to actually even really call this a trilogy.
Yeah.
It just seemed like this is a fight that we're going to run it back from the last time. That's what this looks like to me. Conor McGregor is at his wits' end as far as going out and still being the guy that he said that is so far ahead of the rest of the pack. If Conor McGregor go out and get his ass whooped on the 10th, on Saturday, he'll have no more, legs to stand on as far as talking any crap to anybody, ever, if he loses this fight. Now, I'm thinking that, I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm thinking that this is Conor McGregor's exit plan, this fight.
So you're saying if he gets touched on the chin and goes out, this is the last time we see Conor?
It's a fight where, fight or flight for Conor McGregor. Either he's going to fight and win, or he's going to catch the trip to, out of the country. And we're never going to see him again.
Well, so I heard Dana White say whoever wins this fight is next in line for the 155 title, right? So that's against Oliveira. So the winner gets Charles Oliveira. This is an interesting one because the first fight, obviously Conor dominated, but we're talking about a fight that was, 7 years ago?
It's a long time
That's
ago.
a long time. This last fight, Conor looked good in round 1, but round 2 came out, and Dustin was the first guy in history to knock this man out. Knock Conor. We've seen Conor tap. We've seen him go out on his feet, right, in the Mayweather fight.
Yeah.
But we never saw him get knocked out.
He beaten to submission.
I mean, looking up at the lights, wondering what the hell just happened.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And after coming off of that, I'm with you. I don't see a path forward for even a megastar like Conor McGregor. Could he fight again? Yes. Could he fight Nate Diaz for the trilogy? Sure.
Yeah.
But is a Conor fight after a loss here going to mean as much as it has up to this point? Absolutely not. This is, as you said, his wits end. This is his last gasp.
It should have already been. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. Okay.
Why should it have already been?
Well, who is Conor beat?
We beat Cowboy.
Let's throw Cowboy out.
Well, he beat him.
Okay. Other than Cowboy.
Well, then before that, what was his last fight? Habib, and he lost to
When the
Habib.
last time Conor McGregor had a win other than Cowboy Cerrone inside the octagon?
Eddie Alvarez, right?
Eddie Alvarez.
Yeah, and in MSG. That was like 2016?
2017, 16. Yeah, exactly my point. That's what I'm saying. Conor McGregor hasn't been relevant in the UFC other than his name for the last 5 years. Now, there again, I was watching on ESPN 10 most popular superstars in the UFC. And Conor McGregor's name is still number one.
He's number one on the Forbes list.
So therefore, I give Conor McGregor the props of being able to, sustain that part. And a lot of that has been because of the UFC. Keep wanting to put Conor McGregor in a position to go out there and, man, if you could just win, we can keep this gravy train going. Now, if he can't win, the gravy train stops. As well as, even if he does win, he's not going to want to fight with Oliveira. He's not going to take that fight. That's not a fight, Conor McGregor.
You wouldn't fight a title for the title?
Conor McGregor doesn't have a chance at winning that fight against Oliveira. I don't see him. I don't see him wanting to go out and get tapped out or just beat up against a guy like Oliveira. Conor McGregor got a lot of pride, and his pride is saying, stick with this fight right now against Dustin Poirier. Hope and pray that somebody go out there and pull a, Giannis, break his leg, slip on a banana peel, something, anything, to get me through this fight. But I really think that the hourglass is ticking as far as Conor McGregor goes and his career as far as a UFC fighter, a mixed martial arts fighter. And the thing is, it's no shame in that. It's no shame in that. Conor McGregor has made a whole lot of money. More money than anybody else in the UFC has ever made. The money that he made with Floyd is money that his kids and their kids are going to live off of. So Conor McGregor, it's nothing to be sad about. We've seen guys come through this business, MMA business, and the career start and end several times since I've been living over these last 20 years. And Conor McGregor is no different. I don't know why people think Conor McGregor is still now the greatest fighter still today
He's not.
in the UFC.
He's definitely not.
A lot of people still think that.
But people still think that way. But you know what? Vegas doesn't seem to think that way this time around. Here are the odds for the fight. They're very close. But they have Dustin Poirier at -130, Conor McGregor at +108. That's according to DraftKings.com. So if you bet $10 on Conor, you win $10.80. So it's not a huge line right there, but they're giving 54% chance of Dustin Poirier winning the fight. What do the Booker T's odds look like?
The tea leaves say we are pretty much in that same stratosphere.
You think it could go either way?
No. I'm thinking more money is going to be on Dustin Poirier going out there and winning that fight, not just because of what Dustin Poirier did the last fight. I don't think that's it. I think it's a culmination of what we've seen as far as Conor McGregor and how he has deteriorated over the last 5 years. As well as I said it. I said it many, many times. Conor McGregor was his best when he was fighting guys that were smaller than him. Conor McGregor didn't start having problems until he moved up in weight.
Remember his first UFC loss was Nate Diaz, where they fought at 170.
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
So I, have never really believed in the hype train of Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor was, I wouldn't say he got, easy pickings or anything like that, but, a lot of those fights that Conor McGregor actually had, they didn't really, float my boat. They didn't ring my bell. Did they make a lot of people happy by the way it came out? Was Ireland overjoyed?
The country of Ireland loved him.
Ireland, man, Ireland was like, man, this is it. You know what I mean? As well as Ireland and the Irish people. I mean, come on, man. Those guys, they've been fighting since day one. Come on.
The fighting Irish.
Yeah, you didn't heard about it. I mean, they got wars going over there still right now today. It's all about war. Where this man come from? So I'm like, when you got that mentality, you got a country behind you. They want to see war. Conor McGregor made a statement when he first came into the UFC and he first, kicked off. The era of Conor McGregor. You remember what it was?
What did he say?
He said, "I'm not here to take part.
I'm here to take over."
That right there let everyone know that it was about to be war, and that's the way Conor McGregor approached his career. It was always war. I always give Conor McGregor credit. He's always been gracious in defeat, which is a really good way to be when you talk a lot of crap.
It is.
Yeah. That's the perfect way to be when you lose a fight. It's just be humble about it. Khabib beat him. He's sitting in the corner. You got me. Nate beat him.
He's a great fighter.
Yeah. So I give him a lot of props as far as being able to go out there and take a beating and take it still with his head up high.
Yeah. Some people don't take loss well, and he has taken loss well.
Yeah. I think we have super chat. Man.
We do. But real quick, do you want to predict a round or anything like that?
You know what? I'm thinking it's going to go round 3 this time, just because Conor McGregor is going to be looking for that little low calf kick.
Yeah, he's going to be on the lookout for it. Okay, we'll take the super chat before we get out of here. This is from Jamal Stoudemire. He said, who on the current WWE roster is the overall best wrestler, and who would you like to face in a match on the current roster?
Second part first. I don't know. I don't want to fight anybody. All right. I don't want to fight anybody.
No mas.
Nobody.
Like Roberto Duran said.
But as far as who's the best on the roster right now overall, and I've answered this question many times. Roman is the best wrestler overall on the roster right now. And I really think a lot of guys in the locker room would agree with me. Of course, we got our guys that go out there and fly and do a lot as far as throwing caution to the wind. Let's just say that. But as far as a guy going out there and knowing exactly what his job is on both sides, uh, and that's making fans feel a certain way. That's Roman Reigns for me. And until I see somebody that step up and take that spot, Randy carried that mantle for a long time, being the complete worker. And the complete worker for me is going to be totally different than a lot of people out there. What I'm looking for is going to be totally different than what someone else out there is looking for. As far as look at Roman's career, how long he's lasted. Not just how long he's lasted thus far, but how long he's lasted thus far on top. And how long do we see Roman lasting in the future on top? Roman's his own worst enemy. Roman's going to be there as long as he wants to be there. And that's my answer to that question right there.
All right.
Hey, guys, we appreciate you stepping inside the Hall of Fame. But right now, Bradley and I, we got to roll up out of here. Peace to everybody that was in the chat line. And we'll see y'all next week, same place, same time. We out.
Can you dig it?